Okay, hello everyone. How are you all doing today? I'm going live again because why not? Why not? You guys want to know what's going to happen with the chances of showers or downpours or thunderstorms, do you? I'm sure you do. Let's just say that this is the 11 o'clock update on TV in between Let's Make a Deal and Price is Right. Why not? Hey, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. And my tablet is not liking me open my Word document right now. I can tell it's not. I was streaming off my Chromebook yesterday, but today I'm out here trying to just enjoy the day. I like showing this off because of citing purposes. I know it's been 11 years since I had any public speaking or blogging in my field. Yeah, always click the notification bell. It's better get notified when I go live than, not. At least you can do is just swipe the notification and get rid of it. So how are we all doing today? First thing I want to talk about is that cold front coming in. By looking at the satellite and see if we're going to have some good thunderstorms in Massachusetts and the Northeast today. I would like to. All depends on how much sun we have. Alright. Alright, let's look at the latest satellite images. As you can see, there's definitely a cold front coming in Pennsylvania and New York right now. There's a little bit of circulation I thought I saw right around this area right here. As you can see this little band here. I think the circulation there, like that's where the low pressure center is. Take a look at the loop. Yeah, there's a little circulation over the water right there. You see that little circulation? It looks like a little loop there. That's the cold front that's going to be coming in. The lapse rates are going to be like at 5 to 10 degrees, even 15 degrees, even a mile above, because that cold air is going to get injected ahead of the cold front. The surface might be 65 to 70 degrees in some areas, so there's going to be enough energy to spot a minor thunderstorm with lightning, maybe some, I thought someone said hail and gruple, small gruple and hail possible from this line right out here. I don't expect that until afternoon time, maybe like towards the evening. You can see you can see the sun is out right here, so the sun is reaching the ground. It'll start warming up. The energy goes up into the atmosphere and starts spawning these showers and storms in this dry slot right here. So that's how the afternoon and the evening, early evening is going to progress here. And as this cold front moves through, it's going to be cold and windy tomorrow. I think temperatures should be in like the mid to upper 40s across Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Maybe Liverpool up north and Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. It's going to be probably gusting up to like 40 miles per hour tomorrow, so tomorrow is definitely not going to be a great day compared to today. But then the high pressure system starts building into our area on Thursday, so we're back up into the 50s on Thursday. And Friday, it should be a very nice day before we get rain Friday night through Saturday as another cold front loops in, before we crash back down on Sunday. Then after that, I don't think I really saw much going on next week. Maybe a storm coming by Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe a little break Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe another storm Wednesday. I thought I saw. I don't think I've seen any other chats right there, but oh, duh, why didn't someone tell me to turn off my screensaver? Lord, I was talking about that. Well, you didn't really miss anything. I was just looking at the satellite loop right there. You can see that slot there where the sun is coming out. That's going to spawn a few showers and thunderstorms. I think it's going to start around the Berkshire area, and it's going to be continuing throughout the rest of Mass. I think there's going to be some good storms that might maybe spark severe thunderstorm water, maybe. I don't know how that's going to work out, but there should be some storms that may be able to produce some pea-sized hail or some group or some gusty winds on it. So we'll see how the day progresses. The more sun, the more chances that we're going to have for chances of a good thunderstorm or so. So it's going to be a very fun afternoon to watch. Let's take a look at some of the simulations. Take a look at some of the simulations for today. Not going to be live for that long because I know this is not really prime time for people to want to watch stuff. I mean, it is because they have stupid noontime news and shit like that. So you could say that I'm live at a good time just before the news crews come on at 12 o'clock. So as you can see right here, they have this like little low pressure system and a cold front moving through. This model is really not really saying much of anything. It's going to be more towards the Maine, I can see. Scattered showers, maybe a downpour, maybe a rumble thunder, then the cold air behind. As you can see right there, even lake effect snow along Lake Erie. I think it's Lake Erie and Lake Toronto. Cold and windy tomorrow, Wednesday. Not cold, but cool. Temperatures only in the in the 40s. By the time we get to Thursday, what's up?
Hi.
You want it? Let's take a picture.
No, I got it. It's old.
No worries about that. Someone wanted to talk to me on stream, but that's alright. You know, it's bound to happen sometimes. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. I wanted to be live just before the afternoon people come in for talking about the weather. I'm sure the people on TV, the only thing they're going to be talking about is stray shower, maybe a thunderstorm this afternoon. It's all obviously going to start in Springfield area, moving to central and eastern Mass. That's going to be the story for the next several days. Not several days, the next several hours. I know I was live yesterday, so if anyone was live yesterday or used my blog site, they should really know the weather for the whole entire week. They should know that the next batch of rain is going to be probably Friday evening through Saturday as another cold front comes in, and then the high pressure system should be blocking the rest of that stalled front, so I think Sunday should be nice, and I think it's going to be nice until Wednesday, until our next chance of rain comes in. So as you can see, you know there's a lot of activity right around this area, as I could see from the model simulation. You got a couple of yellow pieces, yellow dots here and there, because of the uplift in the mountains and the hills. I think, as far as I can tell, most of the action is going to be in like New Hampshire and Maine, as the upslope on the mountains are going to cause more thunderstorm chances. There's chances in Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, but with the lack of hills, I don't think there's... Oh, this model simulation is trying to really duplicate whole streak all the way up to, like, you know, Rangeley, all the way down to even Putham, Connecticut, and Smithfield, Rhode Island. Wow, I like how this model... to be honest, I like models when they overdo it in terms of thunderstorms, because I would rather have a model overdo it in the simulation than not do it at all, because, you know, if there's a huge squall line that forms this afternoon, I'd rather have a model overdo it than not do it, because then I can give warning to my fans about the potential of bad thunderstorms, rather than not knowing it at all. Because I remember, like, last year in June or something, June or July, there was a stalled front pushing slowly northward, and there was a huge line that basically stayed in one spot for hours during the afternoon and early evening. That actually created the loudest thunder clap in my life last year. So I have to say that I'd rather use a model that overdoes it in terms of thunderstorms, just in case things go out of hand. So it looks like most of Eastern Mass looks like it may get the most of it, as you know, the heat maximum of the afternoon and the cold front progressing westward. I think mainly Central and Eastern Mass may be the best chance of getting a severe thunderstorm warning. As you can see, let's take a look at another model, see what it has to say. This thing says 12 o'clock. There's the activity we saw on radar. It's going to take till maybe around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock for anything to really get going. We got these spotty showers up in Maine, because probably the influence in the mountains and the hails pushing up the more humid air into a cold atmosphere. As you can see, there's another, like, little line coming from, like, Rhode Island all the way up to Maine, it's possible, but this later towards the evening, as you can see there. So I don't really expect any showers until after, like, 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, it looks like to me. There's just too many clouds out right now. If you look at the sky right now, it looks too cloudy to the south, and the sun to the north. So there's probably going to be more energy to the north than it is to the south, due to the more sunshine there is. It all depends on how much sunshine you have and how much heating you have at the surface, which will make the lapse rates higher. And the higher the lapse rate is, the more instability the atmosphere will have, so the storms can grow and become stronger. Because think of a particle that goes from 70 degrees at the surface all the way up to, let's say, I don't know, 40 degrees or even 30 degrees up at like 850 a mile or 800 or something like that. That particle would definitely cool and expand really fast, and maybe become super cooled if it gets up to like even 500, depending on the how high the thunderstorm clouds go, and that could cause a lot of freaking lightning and maybe some pieces of small group of hail. That's all expected this afternoon, but the chances are only about 50%, so it's not like it's going to happen. There's a chance, but not much of a chance. We all have to just wait and see. I mean, temperatures could get stuck into the low 60s or 65 or something like that. It all depends on how much the sun can make the atmosphere a bit unstable. Enough for that for the afternoon this today. So it's going to be cold and windy tomorrow. Maybe it's highs around 45 to 50 degrees, so give or take where you are in Mass. But tomorrow it's going to be probably a mix of sun and clouds due to the wind blowing over the mountains, creating a little bit like leeway clouds and stuff. So I think it's a blend of sun and clouds tomorrow. On Thursday, it's supposed to be mostly sunny and highs in the low to mid 50s, I believe, on Thursday. Sunny again on Friday, but I think increasing clouds towards the sunset due to the chances of rain Friday night, into Saturday due to a warm front ahead of a cold front. Saturday itself is going to be probably like a 50% chance of a shower as the cold front is going to be pressing forward on your weekend Saturday. On Sunday, it should be dry and a lot cooler. Instead of being near 70s in some places on Saturday ahead of that cold front, it's going to be only down into the 50s again on Sunday. As you can see, there's possibly some snow in lake effect snow in the lake off Lake Erie and Lake of Toronto. And in the mountains, as you can see, leeway winds are going to be blowing that wind off the mountains, probably creating a little bit of snow activity. Keep the ski areas happy. That's exactly what we want, right? There's our next chance of rain that's going to probably be falling on, is this a thing late afternoon into the evening, as you can see right there. That's the warm front pressing against the cold air. As you can see, this is cold air exiting. This high pressure is bringing in warm air, pushing the cold air out. So that's cold. That's the warm front. So I would expect probably some rain on Friday afternoon into the evening. Most likely from the warm front. On Saturday, we have a cold front sagging from the northwest, as you can see right there. That could potentially create a few downpours and showers as well. Due to the fact that I think it's supposed to be really warm that day, I would not be surprised to see another isolated thunderstorm or so. I mean, the lapse rates on this day is not as intense, as you can see. It really is only like a 5 degrees Celsius. It looks like it's pretty much the atmosphere is not very, see how the bars don't really decrease that much in height. So it could be just showers and embedded downpours on this front. There's not a lot of cold air with this cold front. So it's just probably going to be isolated showers and downpours. Other than that, I don't see thunderstorms out of that, due to the fact that, like I said, the lapse rate is not very steep. High pressure comes in and cools us down. Probably the sunshine comes back on Sunday. Sunday is only going to be like low 50s, upper 50s. Maybe some upper 40s, as you can see there. So from like being 70 to 75 back down to 50 is like a 20-degree drop on Sunday. Then we get pretty cool behind. Let's look at that. Some people in the Berkshires might be getting below freezing again. Going from 75 and then 48 hours later it's back down to freezing during the night. Wow, I guess winter's not cool yet. And then on Monday it looks like it's going to be trending into the low 60s. Ooh, look at that, 70 degrees on Tuesday. I wonder if that's because of another cold front. Oh, I see. So it looks like Sunday and Monday looks fine, and then there's potential for some more rain on Monday night to Tuesday. Okay, that week right there is definitely something I have to study up on. I do know what this weekend Sunday will be, because I already looked at it several times, but it looks like to me it looks like to me that next week is a little uncertain what will happen, which is alright because today is only Tuesday, so having a forecast up to like Monday right now is not that bad of a forecast. Alright, let's back up a little bit. We do know that there's a cold front coming in today. Obviously, I said that 5,000 times so far. Cold and windy Wednesday, obviously. A lot less windier Thursday and sunshine. Friday should be a nice day. It should be some rain late in the afternoon and evening as a warm front presses forward. On and off chances of showers and downpours on Saturday. Sunday, it's that high pressure system should be blocking that precipitation there. So it should be, majority should be sunny and highs in the upper 40s, low 50s. Looks like Sunday and Monday is under high pressure. And then sometime on Tuesday, Monday night, Tuesday or Wednesday, there should be another low pressure system trying to push in. I know the Euro was saying that it was supposed to be like Monday night into Tuesday breaking off and then another one on Wednesday, but the GFS saying there's only going to be one low pressure system pushing in. This is like Tuesday night, Wednesday. See what I'm talking about? Uncertainty after like 7 days out. You don't even know what next week is going to bring. Is there going to be one storm or is there two? I'm looking at 0Z because 0Z is more accurate than 6Z model. So it looks like as far as I know, when that front moves out on Saturday night to Sunday, high pressure builds in. And I think it's going to be in control all the way until Tuesday. Then there's another storm Tuesday and or Wednesday that just sweeps on through. And then probably a break for one day, and then there's another little system coming in. So that's pretty much the rest of this week and then early next week. So it's not really much I need to talk about. I just wanted to go live to tell people about chances of thunderstorms and showers today. And then the rest of this week again. And then into looking at next week. So there's not really much more I want to talk about on this live stream right now. So I appreciate you guys joining in, saying hello. I'm an independent meteorologist. Obviously, independent means I'm working for myself, which that means that I probably get no money because I don't have 500 subscribers on YouTube, and I don't like the idea of having to have people donate to me because then people are going to be saying that, you know, I'm doing bad forecasting and stuff like that, and they're going to complain, saying, oh, I gave you money for this stuff. But to be honest, if I was doing forecasting, you would probably only donate me for a good forecast. That's probably how it should work out. But I would love to get myself into the field more often because this is fun going live every single day. I mean, I could go live like, you know, in the morning and in the evening or something like that, like a morning coffee live stream, and then take the day's rest and maybe do an evening warm milk stream or something like that. I could do small streams even once or twice a day and work on my blog for people that want to just read my blog instead of being on a live stream and stuff, you know, different ways that people want to, you know, get the weather from. So yeah, I'm just finding ways that I can, you know, keep myself alive right now because, you know, obviously weather is a hard job to get into because of all the computingness in the Northeast. Let's just look at the AI model before I wrap up for the day. Chance of showers and thunderstorms 50%. I think most of them are going to get going after like 2 p.m. today. Check your radar on your favorite app and stuff. Make sure you look at it after like 1 or 2 o'clock today, looking at the satellite and radar, and try to find out how fast they are moving, when they're going to be in your location. And also, if you really wanted it to, I could sponsor. You should get windy.com weather app on your cell phone, on the App Store, Google Play, because in that on that website, on that app on your phone, you can basically can create like destination points on the map that tells you how far from point A to point B is in terms of where a thunderstorm is heading. So if you see a storm coming from Springfield and it's going northeast towards Worcester, you could say that, oh, okay, it's 40 miles away. How fast could the storm be going? You could look at velocity. You can look at the velocity using your radar app that you have on your phone. You can look at the velocity saying it's going like 30 knots or something like that. Which I believe that if you do knots, I think it's like 1.5 times to get miles per hour. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But you could say, okay, the storm is going 30 miles per hour, looking at the velocity from the Boston radar or the Albany radar. The one that's closest to the Springfield would probably be Albany. You could easily try to, guesstimate how fast the storm is moving using the velocity. Okay, it's 40 miles to Worcester from Springfield, give or take. It's going 30 miles per hour. So that's going to be there before an hour. Because if it's going 30 miles per hour and you need to go 40 miles per hour, 40 miles per hour means 40 miles in an hour. So if it's going 30 miles per hour, it's only going to be there in just more than an hour, as you can see. I do that all the time when I see thunderstorms and showers in our area. I use windy.com's website and the app on their phone, and I can basically try to guesstimate how fast the storm is going to get to us, depending on the velocity of how fast the particles are moving. Also, you can guesstimate too by looking at the levels of the wind that the models can deplete. So you can look at Windy's elevation tool. You can look at the European at 12Z that morning, and you can look at how fast the winds are predicted to be at certain levels. So if you look at, let's say, 850 millibars and it's going 30 miles per hour southwest, you can also look at that too. So saying that, okay, the winds at these levels are going like 30 or 40 miles per hour. So this storm has to be going from Springfield to Worcester in about an hour. So you can just basically do it that way too. So I'm basically trying to show my followers that I kind of know how to forecast and understand weather from top to bottom. So yeah, make sure you look at the weather apps and make sure you pan out how fast the storms are moving, because you pretty much don't want to have to keep checking your weather app every 15 minutes, depending on how fast the storms are moving through. So I'm just giving you an educated thought of how you can look at that. So much warmer Thursday. Instead of being like 45 degrees on average on Wednesday with that cool wind out of the northwest, on Thursday it's going to be lesser winds, probably temperatures 50 to 55. Friday should be in the 60s before we have a warm front coming in, giving us rain late afternoon into the evening as the warm front moves through. There's going to be a 50% chance of a shower or downpour. I don't think thunder is possible on Saturday due to the lapse rate being so low. The temperature's basically consistent aloft, so it's not dropping too fast. Sunday high pressure backs in. It's going to be probably low 50s instead of being like 70 to 75 in some areas on Saturday. I think that high pressure system stays in control for Monday. The next chance of rain is probably going to be either Monday night to Tuesday, or it looks like it's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday as another low pressure system comes in. The timing on that storm, if it's one piece or two, it's a little uncertain at this time, but it looks like we have Sunday and Monday being much drier before we get into an unsettled week. Maybe Tuesday and Wednesday we're going to have rain again. I know I'm going way too far out, but looks like maybe the end of the week looks dry before we get more rain again on Saturday. As you can see right there, I'm just playing around. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Alright, I think I have talked enough for this live stream, so I'm going to sign off for today, at least for right now. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in another live stream. Let's pause the music because I'm ending the stream. So, thank you for watching. Stay safe this afternoon if there's a severe thunderstorm warning popping up. I don't think there is a high chance there, but there's always a chance. There's always a chance because of the showers and downpours. Alright, take care. Peace out. Enjoy the afternoon. And we'll catch you in another one.